Some heroes work alone in the Wolves of Langston. Welcome to RPG ABC. My name is Landon, and I found out about this from a Blaine Simple video. Fantastic YouTuber. Check him out. I love his content. It was a sponsored thing. He talked about it. I went and bought the darn thing. And yeah, this is exciting. It is a solo adventure for D&D 5e. You don't have to learn a new system. You don't have to make things more complicated for yourself. It is a self-guided D&D session for levels, I think it was 1 or 2. That's really where you're going to want to start. I'm going to be starting at level 1. And this is the how to play and kind of introduction to the idea, because I am thinking about starting a new series of playing through this here on the channel, and I hope you guys are excited too. I will say, top of the video is I reached out to Obvious Mimic, that is the company that makes this, and asked if it was okay if I did put it on video on YouTube, because I do feel there's a certain amount of spoiler effect here on YouTube. If I put this out, people might be spoiled. They might not want to buy it themselves. I highly encourage you to buy it yourselves. It looks awesome and I'm super excited to play. However, that's not the best part. The best part is they said yes, so I'm doing it. And then they also gave me a free copy to give away to someone. So jump in the Discord, go to the channel, the Wolves of Langston, where I will be giving away a copy to one lucky viewer. And if you don't win, or you just want to go buy it yourself, there's a link in the description. It's like a sponsored thing. Like, they know that you come from me, and like, I don't know, it just happened. I'm super excited that it happened, and I think you should definitely check out that link. Get yourselves a copy of the Wolves of Langston, and jump in the Discord, my Discord, where I will be giving away one copy to a lucky person. Don't know who it's going to be, so jump in there. Go to the Wolves of Langston channel and put anything. Just let me know. Maybe let me know the character that you're going to play in this adventure. Again, level 1 or 2. I'm doing level 1. So the Wolves of Langston, a solo D&D 5e adventure where you get to play your own character. It sounds exciting. And so I've been reading through this. Here is a map of the area that you will be exploring in this. Credits. You gotta read through the credits. Author is Daniel Howard. Editor is, I'm gonna butcher this, sorry, Kai Waloka, maybe? Cover illustration, Duke Thrawn Nogan. Man, I am terrible at this, and I do apologize to the wonderful people that made this. Interior illustration by Mai Lee, Gabrielle D. Malo Riz. I lost that. Like, Gabrielle, you know, D, got that. The rest of it, nope. Min Hein Nugent, maybe connected to the Duke Thorn Nugent? I don't know. And I don't even think it's Nugent. I think I'm just making that up. Layout by E.R.F. Jordan, maps Becca Schindler, and Tigris Designs. Okay, so just wanted to give them all a shout out. And basically what this is a choose your own adventure book. If you ever read those as a kid, you'll be right at home with how this works. Also, if you played the quest calendar, you will also be right at home in how this works. Go ahead and check out the Voidspark Chronicles or the Cartographer's Quest here on the channel. If you don't know what the quest calendar is another solo tabletop role-playing experience. Yes, I play alone a lot, but hey, when you don't have a party, that's what you do. And as you see, what you'll need is, you know, a 5e character of level 1 or 2, a set of dice, and this book. This is the PDF version of this book. How to play, it's pretty simple. You know, you read what's going on and then you make a choice, and that choice will lead you to a different page. And these pages are kind of randomized, so you'll be jumping through the book quite a bit. I would prefer having a physical copy, but I just don't have the funds for that. With a YouTube channel of 39 subscribers, it's not like it's making any money. So, you know, and I'm looking for a job right now. So, yeah. I don't have the money, so I bought this digital version, and then they sent me the free copy, which is what I'm giving away. So yeah, you just read the page, and then you make a choice, and that choice will tell you to go to a particular page number. And then you go to that page number, and you read from there. Rolling dice in text, very similar to where you read what's going on, and then you have a roll to make. You roll, add your needed modifiers, and there you go. You have the next page number that you need to go. Seen here, roll a strength athletics check. If you get 10 or more, you go to page 192. And if you get under 10, you go to page 33. So again, you'll be jumping through the book a lot and all that. But it's your standard D&D 5e rules. If you don't know how to play D&D 5e, there's a lot of videos out there to explain how to play. There's a lot of, videos out there, channels out there that play it, and you can kind of understand how to play it from there. That is how I learned. I have not cracked open like the player's handbook or the Dungeon Master's guide or anything like that, and I've played and ran the game just fine. So I think it's pretty self-explanatory once you have a character sheet. Here it does recommend D&D Beyond as an easy place to build a character, and I gotta agree. You know, it is a great place to build a character. Pretty simple, and there's some free stuff for you to grab there as well. Moving on, it goes over combat encounters. Now, there is a way to self-guide DM yourself through combat and stuff. Right now, I'm not planning on doing that. If you want to see that, check out the poll on the community tab of the YouTube channel. I probably have a poll there that's asking how you want me to play through this, because I want to do what you guys want to do. And I'm probably just going to do a chapter a month sort of thing. It's going to be a monthly release is my guess, and we'll see how it goes from there. But combat, you basically roll for your own character and your opponent's character. And if you know how to do D&D combat, you'll know how to do this. You know, you read the block, the enemy block that shows you all the information and what actions it can make. And it might need to do something before attacking even. There's going to be certain rules characters are going to have to follow. But basically, you will just run your character and run the enemies that you're fighting. And it's pretty simple. You'll be rolling dice for both you and your opponent. So roll initiative for you and your opponent, and roll your attack, roll your damage if you hit. You can use spells, you can use abilities, and so on and so forth. And once your turn's done, the next person's turn, and the next person's turn, and the next person, and so on and so forth. I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory, especially once you get the book. But what's the difference here? There are a number of things that are going to be a little different. This game is meant to capture the fun of a tabletop role-playing game, TTRPG, but it is still its own medium. There are a few things that work differently. Movement, if you're working with some of the self-DM resources like maps, then you can run combat encounters and explore environments like a traditional tabletop game. However, the game is designed in such a way that movement is assumed throughout both the story and combat to simplify the game experience. Mostly probably just going to be like, I move this far away and I do this, or I move up to them and I do this. Like, you're probably not going to have to work out like, okay, well, he moved diagonally and all that stuff. Like, don't worry about that. Just how far away are you from the enemy? How close are you to the enemy? And you'll probably be in your preferred range whenever that happens. Inspiration. Because there's no DM to give personalized rewards for your actions, this adventure hands out inspiration when you're on the right track. In D&D, inspiration is a thing that DM can give you. It's a single point. You can't accumulate multiples of this, and it basically lets you roll with advantage on a chosen roll, which on advantage is you roll 2d20 and pick the highest. Disadvantage is roll 2d20 and pick the lowest. You'll have to do that sometimes, and inspiration is a way to give yourself advantage, or the DM giving you that point to use at a later moment. Optional rule here, since you are playing alone, without the benefit of a party to support you in your adventure, you can help offset the challenge by saving multiple inspiration for when you might need them, which is different than standard inspiration in D&D 5e. We'll see if I run it that way. I'm going to ask the community here, you guys watching, for ideas. Should I run with this optional rule, or should I make it harder on myself and not allow multiple uses of inspiration? Let me know down in the comments. Taking actions outside the story. This is something I wanted to address here. Because this is a book and not an actual DM across from you, giving input, having conversations with them, all that, it is a fixed thing. There's certain things on how actions off the page work. Like buffs and debuffs and healing are easy to resolve. Apply the bonus or the effect to events in the story. For example, you could cast a cantrip called Guidance before a skill check to increase your chance of passing that check. Or drink a healing potion whenever it makes sense to recover hit points for your character. So you're going to want to kind of DM yourself in that aspect. If you're in an intense situation, you might not be drinking a health potion. You might be, because how injured you are, and they're coming at you. This is your last second. Maybe I chug that health potion real quick. But maybe it's like you're sneaking around and going from hiding space to hiding space around these enemies. You're probably not going to take the time to chug a health potion at that moment, because any second you waste is going to mean you're caught, sort of thing. So yeah, it would be a kind of guide your own, right? But what about open-ended spells like illusions, enchantments? How do you resolve these in the story? And the answer is, it's up to you, based on the open-ended effect you applied. You can determine for yourself how it affects the story and your options. Here are a few examples. I'm not going to go over them, but that is kind of what it's telling you, is these more open-ended aspects. DM yourself, just keep track of, would this actually be allowed in this situation? You can always go easier on yourself or harder on yourself, depending on how you want to play through this, of course, and all that. And that's basically it for the how to play. Next up is just jumping in. I'm super excited about this. I have a character in mind, a rogue. He was going to be a soul life rogue, but that's chosen at level 3. I'm going to back that back down to level 1 and roll from there. He is a human, a variant human, so he has a feat that just gives him a little bit more, what is it called? Not expertise, but the other thing, proficiency. There we go. I know how to play D&D. I've done it once before. I've done it a few times. But yeah, I'm super excited to jump into a solo D&D 5e experience, and I hope you are too. They have a lot of free stuff on their website. Link in the description, all that stuff. Yeah. Also, because I'm jumping into this late, because they already had their Kickstarter, they're doing another Kickstarter, the Crystals of Zaleth, maybe, a 5e survival solo adventure, which has already passed its goal, and it's just climbing even higher. 21 days to go. I feel like I'm just talking about all the different Kickstarters I'm backing, but yeah, I'm backing this one as well, and if you're interested in this type of thing, you might too. I believe, from what I've read, you can continue the character from this Wolves of Langston adventure into the Crystals of Zaleth. You might have to change a few things, but from what I've seen, you can take the same character in and go, which is also pretty exciting, but I'll probably play a different character when I play this. Highly recommend checking out the Kickstarter. Go ahead, jump into the Discord for your chance to win your own copy of the Wolves of Langston, or just go to the link in the description and buy one yourself. I'm super excited about this. I love the fact that the company offered this free copy to a viewer for someone to jump in on, and a link so they know that you guys come from me. This is all super exciting, and I don't really know how this is going to go, and I hope it goes well. I'm probably going to do the same camera setup that I have for the Cartographer's Quest videos, where I have a character sheet and my dice on the edge of the screen physically, and then I have stuff on screen, or maybe I'll just do my character sheet on screen. I don't know. What do you guys think? Of course, let me know your opinions about how I should run this down in the comments, and let me know if you are gonna be jumping into the Wolves of Langston down in the comments as well. Your character, all that information. Go and jump in the Discord, enter for your chance to win, all that stuff. I'm excited. Hope you guys are too. Thank you so much. Like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out when I do start playing the Wolves of Langston, and join the Discord for your chance to win. And of course, until next time, keep rolling dice.